Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremiah Yap. I'm passionate actually in wanting to build our New Life Restoration churches in Malaysia, as well as those that are in different parts of the world, and even the churches that are networking with us as part of our New Life group, to actually be prepared and build up as a strong church, a group of people that are so strong that will be able to experience God significantly and powerfully in this particular time in the history of man. Some people estimated that perhaps we could be in the end times. Well, they say it because of the way that earthquakes have been happening around the world and the frequency of it, and the way the economies have been failing, and even computerization of the world has been advancing very quickly, whereby it's possible for some kind of global control to take place, and all these things are just happening very quickly in this kind of time. But knowing all these things is one thing. I feel that a sense of need for the church to actually be equipping our people to be strong in the Lord. And the Bible tells us that those who know their God, they will do great exploits. I think that's my aim. I feel that I would like us all to grow in knowing God in such a way whereby we can be so empowered by Him due to this relationship with God, and be victorious and be very powerful men and women of God, even in the day of darkness in this world, so that we could be the light indeed, and actually be the hope for those who need hope in the time of difficulties. And so over the years now, I have actually been developing our churches through annual themes, hoping to build our faith from one level to another. And of course, we have had the year of no limits, the year of God's possibilities, the year of God's love, the year of God's increase, the year of God's favor and fruitfulness. This year, we have the year of God's double blessing. And of course, the idea is to be able to expound on double blessing. But before I do that, I like to actually bring your attention to even understanding the concept of blessing. Because some people hesitate about this idea of talking too much about blessing. Some people think that if we train the people too much in blessing, they might be so consumer-minded, receiving from God. And then after that, when difficulties come and they are not receiving a blessing in the face of adversity, they will fall away, and they will go somewhere else and so on. People can think like that, but I choose to differ. I choose to believe that God is a bigger God, a greater God, that His blessings will not spoil us, but rather show more of Him and release us into a greater knowledge of Him, so that when we know Him, we will know the greatness that will release us into bigness, and greatness and bigness cause us to be people that will have good impact upon the people around us, particularly actually in our families, with our young people, with our children. I would so love that our families will become strong families, that our people will know that this God that we have is actually a God that can give us life and destiny from one generation to another. That this idea of blessing is not going to cause us to be only receiving things and just enjoying the things in terms of material things only. Blessings, as you will find out later on in my further discussion with you, is not just about stuff. It's going to be about God in us that will release His power through us. So I will be meeting with you again and again and again throughout this year over the video, and explaining to you more and more of what we are actually thinking about when we understand this God of blessing, who can cause us to be doubly blessed. God bless you, and I'll see you again.